Hello, you wonderful people. A while ago, I started thinking about making my own podcast. It's something I was talking to a friend about, and she was talking about like how she was jokingly going to make one. Her and her friend were going to make one, and I was like, yeah, I thought about making one too, just because I don't know. I listened to quite a bit of podcasts. Probably one I listen to the most, just because it's just pure awesomeness, is the Rooster Teeth podcast, just because I love it. It's funny. But like a lot of people, specifically like a lot of YouTubers too, have their own podcast. But it's just like everyone kind of has their own podcast nowadays. And it's not necessarily, for that reason that I'd want one. I just want one for the purposes of having, a slightly bigger medium to talk about things. Like, for instance, like I was thinking, of a podcast where it's just like me and a few other people just like talking about random crap, like our day, like our lives or whatever, or maybe some like stuff we heard about in the news that week or whatever, or the day we was recording it, and just stuff like that, just sitting around talking random crap like that. And I was thinking about another one that's going to be more of a spoiler cast, where basically me and a group of people sit around and we talk about shows, TV shows, like, oh, what happened maybe like this season, or maybe talk about like episodes in full detail, something like that, or maybe talk about like the latest volume or chapter of a manga or something like that, or sort of almost in the realm of like reviews, but not really reviewing it, just more so just talking about it and just geeking out and nerding out about something. So it's like, I was thinking maybe something along the lines of those two, maybe like one or both. I kind of want to lean more towards the spoiler cast, because I want like a format just to sit down and like full on talk about things that I like. I feel like I haven't really taken the opportunity to really go like delve deep into a lot, talking about the stuff I like. I'm not saying that in a sense of like, oh, because like I have such a huge fan base or some shit like that. It's like, no one really watches my videos, and I'm fine with that. It's just like, I think it'd be fun to do. It's not even about, oh, anyone would watch or not, because I highly doubt anyone would watch or listen to it, depending on whether I do it video wise or just audio wise, which I feel like it'd end up being just audio wise, just because I don't have the proper equipment to really be recording a lengthy podcast, because my camera times out after like 20 minutes. So but I think it'd be really interesting. Like, I mean, I would never do it just like, oh, it's just me on a podcast. So I was like, no, that's kind of sucky. I mean, I already do that for my videos, and that's fine and dandy and it's its own thing. But if it was like a podcast, I'd like to get like a group of people around, and talk about stuff. I mean, sad thing is, I'm not really a people person. I'm not social enough to have a close-knit group of friends where I could do something like that. And besides, also, like, because like I said, I wanted to do kind of like a spoiler cast, I'd have to actually have people who have the same interests, who like the same TV shows and stuff I do. It's just something I've been thinking about for a little while. I think it'd be really interesting. I don't know, maybe, in my spare time, since I really not doing much, just record one, like I got software on my laptop, just like recorded audio, like an audio version, and test run it, maybe post it on the channel. I highly doubt it, but it'd be really neat to do something like that in the future. I'm really curious if it's something that you feel like, oh, I might be slightly interested to see you do something podcast related. If you would be interested, do let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I do it mainly just because I think it'd be fun, whether someone wanted me to or not. It's like a whole bunch of people like, we don't give a shit. It's like, oh, I might give it a try anyway, just because it's like I said, it's fun, and I'd like to at least give it a try. That's pretty much it for this video. Like always, till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy. Good day and goodbye.
Nice job, loser.